Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm your party host, Cookie, and this is what you call making the best of a house arrest. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, you can skip it if you need less of my voice in your life. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you've ever been pulled over for speeding. Vote for the faker now. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. The faker can only be caught if the vote is unanimous, so do your best to come to a group consensus. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if you have blonde hair. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Votes singled out. Ah, yes, you caught the faker. It went right down to the wire. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. It's going to be number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers. probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Hold up as many fingers as times you've been fired from a job. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Sharing your theories on who you think the faker is the best way to catch them. Everyone suspects the faker has been found. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to pick which type of task you'll all do together. If you want to pick a category, I will. Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as bottles of wine are in your house. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. In case you didn't know, you get points for voting for the faker even if no one else does. You didn't find the faker, and you didn't really learn anything definitive. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. And the task, hold up the number of fingers that represents what you did in the bathroom last time you went to the bathroom. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. And everyone voted for... Yep, you found the faker. Better late than never. right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Well, we can't wait forever, so I'll just pick something. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you'd have watching Dora the Explorer. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. The task was, make the face you'd make when someone brutally dies on Game of Thrones. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. And the votes were for... Group Mind steered you in the wrong direction. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. I guess I have to do everything around here. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make a face you'd have while listening to Coldplay. Vote for the faker now. All the votes went to... You found the faker. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 2 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for both and then hit send. Now, the faker has 2 questions to answer as well. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So, good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A fruit. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Everybody voted for... You all caught the faker.